Well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome to another episode of Ricky's Rants with yours truly, Ricky T. Anthony. And I just want to take this time out to talk about the UFC and get some things out of the way. First of all, congratulations to my man, my main man, Facebook friend, Tyron Woodley. I know it's a bit late, couple weeks late, for taking it to Ruthless Robbie Lawler and winning that fight. Congratulations, my man. Truth be told, I was kind of scared for you, but you did a great job. You pulled it out. Congratulations, my brother. And let's talk about the state of the UFC right now, because one of my friends pointed out, and I didn't really think about it, was the fact that every time lately there's a main event fight, there seems to be something going on. Somebody gets sick, somebody fails a drug test, something is going on that derails the main event. And they substitute also-ran fighters after they already got your money. Is it a scam? Is it a sham? I don't know, but this was going on that they pointed out for quite some time, and it's true if you look back. For quite some time they were doing that with a lot of the main event fights, pulling substitutions because this guy broke his hand or this guy tested for drugs or whatever. And speaking of drugs, another thing that was going on was that I don't agree with, is that a fighter wins a fight, then he tests positive, he keeps his prize money, and he keeps the title. But he gets suspended. John Bones Jones been suspended how many times? Never lost prize money, never lost his belt. When he fought with Chris Cormier, and Chris Cormier took it to him, brought it to him like really, really hard, he eked out a win. John Bones did. Kept the title, then tested positive for cocaine. In my opinion, he should have been stripped of the title, stripped of his money, and maybe even Chris Cormier even given the title, or they put the title right up for grabs in the next fight. Why let him walk away being the champion? Nah, that's not fair. And like Mark Hunt pointed out, of his last 5 UFC fights, all 5 of those guys tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. He beat 1 but lost to the other 4. What kind of fair play is that? And the guys haven't been punished. Brock Lesnar got millions for that fight when he only got hundreds of thousands. So he said, but you know what? I should get part of Brock Lesnar's purse. Why can't I get that? But, it is what it is, and Brock Lesnar kept his money and whatever. So now Mark Hunt is saying he's going to go over to Bellator. And you know what? When you have that type of competition out there, that keeps everything honest. That's why Showtime should not have ever sold to UFC. But I understand why they sold. They sold because they wanted to corner the market on boxing from HBO. I get that. But they had a great product. There was no pay-per-view. You saw everybody fighting everybody. You saw a lot of great fights in a lot of weight classes. But it left, once UFC bought it, a lot of fighters' contracts got cut. They got put on the sidelines. Things didn't happen the way it should have, whatever. And it's back to UFC being the one and only top dog. There needs to be a stronger, Bellator is good, but there needs to be a stronger TV. I don't even know where to find Bellator on TV. I don't. I got to ask around. I got to search. I knew that Elite XC and Strikeforce was on Showtime, and they advertised it like crazy, so I could turn my TV on and find it. You know that UFC is found on Fox or Fox Sports, depending on where you live, Channel 99, or you'll find it on Spike. Where can I find Bellator? I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes on Spike, the man's channel. Sometimes other places. I don't know. I don't even know when and where the fights are. So it's a lot to be said for that. But let's get to one positive, really positive point. The women in the weight class of Ronda Rousey and stuff is excellent because Home beat Rousey. Home got her ass beat by Miesha Tate. And Miesha Tate got her ass busted. And then that person got their ass busted up by somebody else. So that's like about 4, 5, 6 fighters. And then there's a girl, I think Juliet something or Julian something, that was on the season of Ultimate Fighter when Rousey's camp faced off against Tate's camp, and she won the overall. She's a great young fighter that has not gotten her title shot yet. She has been undefeated since the Ultimate Fighter and has been tearing everybody up, either by submission or, more importantly, by knockout or by stoppage, as you would say. So there's like 5, 6, 7 women you can pit against each other in any way in a puzzle and make great fights, because 2 things sell fights: a dominant champion, because everybody wants to see who's going to come up and try to knock them off, or a slew of great champions or great fighters fighting to become numero uno. That's great for the sport. It's especially great for a fight sport, because when you have a lot of great champions or a lot of great fighters fighting for that #1 spot, oh yeah, we can't wait to see that. So, you know what? UFC, make it happen. Make it happen. Dana, make it happen. We know you sold and sold out, but hey, make it happen. And on a closing note, allow the fighters to get sponsored by who they want to get sponsored by, or at least give them a kickback from your sponsors, UFC. So if Reebok is kicking them $100,000 or whatever, but you're sponsored by Nike, can they get a share of Nike? Can they get a little piece? But no, you don't want to give them a piece, but you want them to wear Nike stuff when they're sponsored by Reebok, or they can't wear Reebok. Sad. Always trying to keep the little man down. Anyway, that's my rant. That's what I got. Tyron Woodley, love, peace, and chicken grease. You did it, brother. To the women's events, I'm longing to see it. And then the other weight class with Joanna Jędrzejczyk and a couple other ladies in there. It looks hot. Clean up the sport. Make the rules fairer. And pay your damn athletes a little bit more. Maybe they'll be more loyal. Maybe you'll get better fights. Ricky's Rants, Ricky T. Anthony,